Hey guys, welcome back. I do apologize with the echo. Today we're working on the big turbo SRT-4. So the Civic's will be back for paint tomorrow. So today we're going to do this. I want to get this done so the Civic can get back in the garage since this has been sitting out in the snowbank. East coast of Canada kind of sucks. So let me go over what we're going to do here. So we did do this off camera. I did do a video on how to install it, but we are selling the SRT sunroof covers. As you see, it looks really cool. See? So this car sat for a long time. The fenders are rolled on it. This one has a little bit of paint peel on the inside where it was rolled. And then if we go to this side over here, you're going to see some rust right there. So, and down here on the dog leg, there's a dent there. It's from where it was rolled. So yeah, you can see that. Look at that. So you can actually see it right there. So I'm gonna have to grind that out. I'm gonna have to grind that out. We're gonna end up painting both quarter panels. I think the roof had some clear issues. Once I wipe it down, I'll find out. We are gonna do the hood because there is a spot right there that you'll see. And then the front bumper is gonna be redone. So when I do that, I'm gonna re-clear all the carbon fiber at the same time. We're gonna fix these retrofits, I believe. This one here, as you see, tons of moisture, so we're going to take them apart, clean them, and fix the retrofits, get them working, and then we are going to install some new parts at the same time. So we do have a cage going in the car, which means the back seats are coming out, and then we are going to do the nitrous as well. So we're going to leave it at that for now, and we're going to just start wiping this down. I want to make sure if there's any dents in the quarter panels, we have to fix them. And then same goes for the roof, hood, and the bumper. Well, there's gonna be no dents in the bumper. I do know right here underneath there's a hole on each side, so we're going to get this side skirt off as well, patch any hole in the rocker, and that way we can paint the rocker at the same time. Then this car's been sitting a while. Let's check out under the hood. So it looks like we've had a squirrel trying to live underneath my hood. Yay. It's in my freaking coilovers too. Okay, so under the hood, we are going to do a few things. We did get a new fuel rail cover that says B is for boost. Thanks for neon and things. And then we are probably going to powder coat this, powder coat this. This don't look too bad, but I think we're going to go with candy green or Granny Smith green powder coat. So we're going to tidy up a few things. It looks like in here could use some painting. I don't know. I'll have to talk it over with Jeff because it'd be kind of a pain just to blow that in, but I might blow in both upper rails and maybe the rad support as well. That's here nor there. Let's get this thing cleaned out and let's see what it's gonna look like all wiped down. So for now, I'm gonna use some soap and water to do both quarter panels, the hood and roof, and we're gonna see what dents there is. I definitely don't recommend you doing this to a dusty car because it probably will scratch it, especially on black. But the issue, what we're going to do, or the reason why we did this, is A, I just need to make sure there's no dents in the quarter panel. I need to mark them off with tape if there is so I can fix it. The whole car was buffed already, well, last year. But this year we're going to wrap the car in vinyl. So you'll still see black. We're going to do like a white, gray, green, and black camo. So why not then, I guess. I'm not going to touch the doors because I don't want to scratch the paint and just be redundant. But it looks like the quarters are good. And then the hood I don't need to worry about. So now we're going to start off with this side. This is the worst side. We're going to grind that, see what it gives us. And then we're going to have to go from there. The bumper's going to come off, tail lights are going to come off, and the side skirts are going to come off. So let's have some fun. Let's hope this isn't a hole. This is going to be a hole. So you want to make sure you don't get no grinding marks up that way, guys. You can see there's going to be a little dent right there. And you can see it is a hole. So this is going to have to come off, which means the bumper is going to have to come off because we're going to have to cut it back here and in there. That is a hole for sure. We're going to cut that out. We're going to have to build it up. That looks like it's going to start to be a hole. We're probably going to cut that out just to play it safe. So let's get the tail lights out, get the bumper cover off, and then get the side skirts off, and then we can actually start doing this properly. Okay, so what we need to do now is take the bumper off. We already got it all loosened. So let's see here. It should just slide down. There. So now that we got that off and the side skirts off, let's take a look at what we're working with. So this side is pretty good. Just gotta clean up that little edge right there. Probably see it just a little right there. All through here is good until you get down to about here. Let me get the light. Actually quite crazy to think about how much rust is actually on this car. So, the lip is good. Basically, I'm gonna have to cut it down. I'll have to cut from about here, up, over, and then cut all this out too. So that's this side. I think a lot of it right there would have been that dirt coming down and just sitting there. So it's kind of crazy. There's a little bit of rubber or styrofoam in there. There's probably another reason why, right in there. So I'm gonna have to cut all that out, clean all that up, and I'll probably Dom 15 or 16 it, clean up the lip, and then get the cut out to what I need. The front of the rocker looks good, but what I'm gonna do is take it off anyways, because that way I can make sure it's good. If it's not, I'll change the whole rocker. I have a feeling it is good, but I'm gonna just clean it all up and base clear it all. Just that way if there's any kind of rust on the pinch welds, it will clean it up and stop it from rusting. So back here is good. You'll see 2 bolts didn't come out with the taillight. So I'm gonna have to take some vice grips and get them out. That's no big deal. This is the worst side. So you've seen the hole there, and the hole there, and then the rocker's the same down here. So now the fun part is gonna be to grind that all out, cut it back, see what we have, and then start making our patch. Okay, so with I cut the back side out just because it was rusty and there was a little hole, so I figured I built a new piece. So here's a new piece. I did bend the lip up to match this lip. Now, obviously you're not really gonna see it back there, so I'm not that concerned about it, but it's gonna go into the existing lip there, be right about there. So there's a little bit of a bridge I have to bridge there, which won't be too bad. I'll tack it here, I'll work my way around, and I'll work my way to the back side, clean it up some, and then we'll clean this all up, we'll weld through, primer it, and then we'll put the existing patch on here for this part, and then we'll finish cleaning this up and do that. Down here, we do have it cut out. I haven't cleaned up my lip yet. I need safety glasses, so there's no point in me going crazy on it right now, but I will get that cut out and bent. So let's get that tacked in spot, and then we'll get this one tacked in spot, do the 2 outers, get some fill on this one, and then really it won't take too long, hopefully. Now that it's welded in the spot, I'm going to grind it down. There's no sense filling or nothing like that. You're never going to see it. I'm going to cut that lip off that I left there so I can go in, and then I'm going to weld through primer it, and then go on the back side, clean it up, and put some small strand fiberglass just to seam seal it. And then I'll knock that down, and then I will bed coat it inside, because it's just a texture. If you look now, it's just a texture in there, so I'll be doing the same thing. So that isn't too bad for now. Once it focuses in, there we go. So we'll get that knocked down a little bit. I don't need to go crazy knocking it down because you're never going to see it. I just want to clean up all the soot deterioration and stuff like that, so then I can just make sure it doesn't come back. So a good thing to get in the habit of doing is sandblasting your weld if you want it to last. Sandblasting the welds is probably one of the best things you can do. As you see now, it's like completely cleaned up. Get that light up there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go get some weld through primer and weld that out, and just like paint all that up with the weld through primer. Then we'll finish cutting the lip off of here, and then we'll still start building the piece for here. This is going to be the fun part. So the joys. I don't know. It is what it is. So same thing within here. Well, actually, we can do that right now if you want. We'll clean that up right now. Just so it doesn't get all the stuff over the GoPro. I'll come back when it's done. Okay, so it's probably like 3 weeks later between everything going on in the world today. We took a break from the SRT to focus on the Civic truck, but we're back on the SRT. So you did see we did weld in the quarter panels. So we did fix up the quarter panel and the bottom of the rocker. And now we're ready for paint. So we did sand it with some 600. I did want to re-clear the hood, or the trunk I should say, just because, and whoever did it did such a crappy job. Look at see all the little indents? All the fish eyes, they're everywhere. I've been sanding them out. You'll actually see it.
Right there.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. Like look at the bunch right there and there. So we're gonna do this. We also have the hood half prepped. We are going to polish our intercooler in today's episode. I don't know if you want to call it an episode, but in today's video, we're going to polish the intercooler. We're taking the headlights apart because we want to re-clear the headlights. Anyone that doesn't know, we do have our retrofits, so we're just going to clean them up and polish them, mostly to reseal them, but we are going to clear them. We are doing the hood, the bumper, the roof, both quarter panels, and the trunk. Now, we do have a carbon fiber lip that you guys seen that we bought last year. We're going to do that. We're going to clean up our front crash bar because the one that was on it was a little seedy. Well, just peeling. It probably was never painted base clear. So actually, I don't know who makes this crash bar. So if you look, it is actually a really nice crash bar. So we're just going to touch it up and paint it base clear black. Now, you guys didn't know we had this. So we do have our rear diffuser right here. So we're going to get that prepped and painted at the same time. We're going to clear it. It's carbon fiber. So it's going to be a busy day today. We need to finish off the roof, as you see. This is new that you guys haven't seen, and it's really dusty, so I'll have to show you when we wash the car, but we do have an SRT sunroof decal. So basically, most of the car has been 400, and then 600 in some spots. I haven't finished the roof yet. I haven't really finished the quarter panels. I gotta block my primer. Jeff is probably gonna start doing the 600 on edges or the gray Scotch pad on edges, and we're just gonna work our way around. Side skirt has to come off because we're gonna paint the bottom of the front side of the rocker. And then we just want to tidy it up. Like the pinch welds have a little bit of rust on it. It's just like the paint flake. So we just want to clean that up since we're doing this much to it. The back bumper we're gonna take off and get out of here so we don't have to tape it up. And we're just gonna have some fun. I say fun, but this is not my meaning of fun. So as you guys see, less talk, more work. So I know that wasn't overly exciting for you guys, but we do have the car done. So let me show you guys what we did, and then tomorrow we're gonna clean up this paint bay. I wouldn't even call it a paint bay anymore. We're gonna clean up this part of the garage to paint in here. So you do see that the quarters are done. So the spot that was welded down here is good, and then it's all 600 all the way up. Now again, we're only going to here, then we're gonna do the quarter panel, or the roof, sorry, and then the hood. You come across here, you will see we did sand our carbon fiber trunk down just so we can get another coat of clear on it, try to make it last a little longer. Our bumper is pretty well ready to go. There's a couple shiny spots through here we're going to have to try to get tomorrow. It's a tough spot to do. You come over here, you will see our carbon fiber lip is prepped, and Jeff did prep the rear diffuser that we bought that you guys haven't seen yet. As you see here, the quarter is done, ready to go. Jeff is blowing up over there. Yeah. Roof is done as well and dirty. And then obviously the last thing on the list is going to be the hood. And as you see down here, the crash bar, we actually just we used a black enamel on it since you don't really see it. That one last thing to try to hang in here to paint. So tomorrow we're going to clean up in here, wet the floors. We're going to wash the car, get all the dust off of it. We are going to tape the car up. So the plan is to paint the bumper, the hood, roof, both quarter panels, and then just clear the carbon fiber. We do have LED 300 mirrors that we're going to do tomorrow as well. We'll walk you through that because they have to be painted black as well. And then we'll reassemble it, and then we get to do the cool wrap. So you guys haven't heard about the wrap or seen the wrap yet, but I think it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be a little different. It's not something you suspect to see, especially on a neon. So the wrap is like, it's a wrap, but it's not a wrap. Partial. Yeah, it's like a partial wrap. So we'll have to show you that when it comes time. And then it is then seat delete, and we do have our nitrous and our cage going in. So it's going to be a lot of stuff going on with this car, and the Civic truck's almost done, and then we're back on the Turbo Sierra. So a lot of stuff on the go. If you guys are new to the channel, guys, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Smash that like button if you made it to the end. Let me know. and we'll definitely catch you on the next one.